Time is 11 o'clock on this late Thursday, 9th of November 2017. It is Showdown for the Peter channel. 11 o'clock news on this late Thursday, November 9th, 2017. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter J. Wiggins. It is 11 o'clock on our top story on the Peter channel. 11 o'clock news is sex allegations against Roy Moore, Senate Republicans reeling. Senate tax plan diverged from House version. Mina the strongman on the Trump measuring it up against Z. Air Force missed at least 2 chances to stop Texas shooter by guns. Disney plans new Star Wars Marvel TV series via new streaming service. Scores more Saudis detained in $100 billion corruption sweep. Plot from Pacific Rim trade pact leaves U.S. on sidelines. Irish border throws unexpected hurdle in the Brexit talks. Top cattle lower baker to spend night in custody. Toddler with their allergy dies after preschool allergy fed him grilled cheese sandwich. Ex-Trump security chief testifies he rejected 2013 Russian offer of women for Trump in Moscow. In Providence, gas at I-95 as police shoot and kill one, injure another. Playing with the cut number and race and dates. Trump's antitrust chief views on AT&T merger have shifted since last year. Tech stocks tout Wall Street lower investors fret about U.S. tax cut delays. How good are the Walmart Black Friday TV deals that Disney's promise disappointed as TV unit struggles? It's truly bizarre exploded stars might be a zombie of sorts. More evidence that the dinosaurs were super likely with regards to that whole asteroid thing. Engine for upgraded Falcon 9 rocket explodes at a test stand. An extinct wolf-sized otter had powerful bite. Police warn you can OD and fentanyl from Texas shopping cart. Is that true? Tourists say they contacted the Hepatitis A and sent you a trip, and student ballot cancer claimed she was shamed for parking at a handicapped spot. Three items go to Bedford, Hampshire at 260 South River Road, Canoe Restaurant, give her a building fire. Peter, Chill News time is approaching 11:03 on this late Thursday night, and it's time now for a sport traffic transit pot. Baby! Let's study off for the MBTA winner. April train 225, 9:20 p.m. from North Station up at 5:15 minutes between Noel, Brendan, and April. Otherwise, looking at the MBTA subway commuter rail fares. Okay, look at the hours and byways of New England. Rhode Island hours are looking at 1:30 on both ends back to the Newport Bridge. Route 6 on both ends back to Dennis Stretch. 3 on the northbound side. It's over the Plymouth Stretch. 7 Expressway, southbound side, so the Mass Pike down at Dorchester, Mass Pike westbound side, so for the Logan Airport down there. The Prue Tunnel, set to West Massachusetts highways are looking at except the 91 on southbound side, also North Hampton Stretch. 91 on both ends, also New Haven Stretch, Mare Parker eastbound side, also Westport, 84 westbound side, also Denver, Connecticut, and up north, from my direction, Maine, west on looking at except the Route 3 on the northbound side, also around Route 3 in Ashland, New Hampshire. Peter Chill News time is 11:04 on this late Thursday night, and it's time now for a weather report. Looking at the latest radar satellite loop, it shows the range stretching line from Greenfield, Massachusetts, all the way down to central to northwest of Connecticut, and down from East New York, from east of Hyde Park, New York, stretching out to north central New Jersey, and range stretching all the way down around Northtown, just northwest of Philadelphia. And raining around Bangor and vicinity. And some social extreme northern portions of New Hampshire down around Wheaton, Quebec, and some rain and sleeting from north central to west central portions of Vermont and North Central New York from Surrey Springs up to Alabama next to New York and some rain showers by some Quebec, including Montreal vicinity, and some snow showers from northeastern Ontario and in southern Quebec, from east of Ottawa, stretching in upstate New York and central western portion of New York, and raining around Utica and around Syracuse and around Oswego, and some snow from west of Syracuse all the way to Rochester, just east of Buffalo, and the north central and northwestern portions of New Pennsylvania, and some lake effect snow showers stretching from Ohio just east of Cleveland, and stretching much of Michigan and northern Ontario, and northern Indiana, east of South Bend, Indiana. Okay, let's take a look at our weather outside. And it's going to be, it's a little cold, but a few hours from now, we are going to be in a frigid Friday tomorrow with freezing temperatures and howling wind. So we are under a wind advisory from 4 a.m. to 6 p.m. tomorrow. For much of the region. Okay. We are under a wind advisory from 4 a.m. to 6 p.m. Friday. Northern Connecticut, all but out except for Port County and Block Island, and North Massachusetts except for Cape Downs, and all as well as the east slopes of the Berkshires. Northwest 15-25 miles per hour, gusts up to 40 miles an hour. Time at midnight in the morning and hour for gusts could later in the afternoon. The winds of this magnitude may bring some small limbs or small trees down, as late power outage as possible. And 7-day forecast goes like this for night isolation between midnight and 4 a.m. Most of the clouds come down, gradual coverage. Most of the clouds go up. 36 degrees. Calm will becoming the southwest wind, 6 miles an hour after midnight. Just patient 20%. And Friday, says the temperature fall around 30 by 5 p.m. And northwest about 13 to 18 miles gust high. 36 miles an hour. Just patient is 0%. Friday night, clouds go to about 60 degrees. And northwest about 9 to 40 miles gust high. 28 miles an hour for Thursday. Sunday, podcast about 3 about 16 degrees. And northwest about 3 to 8 miles an hour. Winds gust high. 3 miles an hour. Shift to calm wind for Sunday, partly sunny, the most gust about 45, about 33 degrees, and just snow after 5 p.m. Just patient 30%, and for Monday at Church Made is still before 8 a.m. and Church Made between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. Class skies about 47, about 35 degrees, and just patient 30%, and for Tuesday, partly sunny, the podcast about 40, about 33 degrees, and Wednesday, mostly sunny, mostly gust about 40 and about 36 degrees, and for Thursday, partly sunny, about 53 degrees, and currently in total it's 35. And not in its first guys, we have a temperature of 35, humidity 95%, and that's going to be for the Peter channel. 11 o'clock news at this late Thursday, 9th of November 2017. I'm Peter James. You have a good night with a good presentation, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at the War Report. Hope you all have a good night.